Hello everyone, welcome. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. How's everyone? Welcome JH and Wako. You guys are first. And Seribot. How can we ever forget Seribot? Alright. Oh, today's kind of warm, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm still wearing a jacket apparently. Or a jumper rather. Hello Lotus, welcome. Alright. Let's get started here. Need to do dailies to start. Maybe I'll do Golix. Golix and Arcarium. Negative 4C? Yeah. Just winter things for you. Meanwhile me, it's all warm and stuff. Not particularly happy about the warm, but what can you do? Alright, let's get this out of the way. And then tomorrow we get a reset on all of our things, so that's kind of exciting. All our coupons will reset tomorrow. 8% to 277, nice. Almost there. Alright, how many coins do I have right now? 900. Not bad, not bad. Hello, JH. Why you calling me fat, man? Come on. Hello, Learn. Altaria not bad on Ren. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Man. Ever since getting this new drop rate, I've only seen 0. I still only have this one that I have here. Is it beating too much on the Ren recently? Yeah, that's fair. Understandable. My pendant of the spirit's gone though. Well, at least I get to train with an extra 20% drop rate, I guess. Could be worse. Alright, how are my coupons looking? I have some of that. No MVPs, but I can buy some VIPs. Nice. And then we have to use the rest of the clocks. Yeah, they expire today. So that's all good. I have some boosters. Can make some of these as well. Should have all the stuff. What are the clocks for? They just give you a lot more EXP. They're like the VIP boosters and Hexa boosters. After star forcing your item drop, you realize why you don't want your item drop to be damage gear. Yeah, pretty much. It's just because of the stars, right? You get less stars. More stars is more damage. That's all it is. Wasn't getting any luck. Decided to swap to ferrets on Autumn 3. Got your first 40. I'm telling you guys, these sables are kind of goated. And also they're kind of cute, so it works out for both of us. Yeah, happy for you. Congrats on your 40%. Now, these maps are pretty cute. Eastern outskirts, Combat Zone outskirt 2 are pretty lazy with 2 Janus orbs. I see. That's okay. Like for me, now that I've like kind of gotten used to the way that I farm now, where I just like kind of jump around the bottom, I honestly don't really mind it that much. My spacebar on the other hand, which I use to jump, might not be loving it as much as I am. 100 Meso Owl. Unlucky. Yeah, you lost the 50-50 on that one, hey. Started late, unlocked Genesis mission Lotus. Do we have enough time to finish it? Well, if you don't have the Genesis pass, it doesn't matter because you just slowly get through it. And your Genesis missions don't reset after Challenger World ends, if that makes sense. Once you transfer your character, it's meant to maintain it. I know the last time, some characters had their Genesis mission, like, bugged, and you lost progress. But it shouldn't be the case. If you have the Genesis pass, you should be able to complete it, if you're already at Lotus. Just keep in mind that the Genesis pass only lasts until, like, the end of February or something, or sometime in February. So that's the only thing you have to kind of be a bit wary of. But if I had to guess, it sounds like you have enough time to finish it. And even, like, again, like, it only really is relevant if you have the Genesis pass. If you don't have the Genesis pass, you just slowly get through it anyway, so you're good. Hello, Melvin. Hello, John. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. The clock, we should be able to trade 15 or 20 normal ones to the special one. The special one, I've personally only seen one. And even then, like, that seems lucky based on other people's experience. I saw somebody got 2, and I was thinking to myself, damn, that's a lot of EXP. I mean, I think it makes sense why it's so rare, though. It does give a lot of EXP. It really does. Yeah, 40 expiring, yeah. If you farm more than you can use, it's a bit rough. Thankfully, I haven't had that issue. I haven't farmed enough to the point where I couldn't use them all, but I've been using them, like, pretty consistently throughout the event. The only time that I saved 10 was for the Sunday, and even then, I didn't even use it all on the Sunday, because I don't grind that much. 35 watch streak, this guy's killing it. 35, that's too many points. You know, you do realize you are part of the reason why there's point inflation in my channel? The day that we bring back Rotate and Blackout, the prices are gonna be unrecognizable. Learn is also on 35. I think the highest streak we have at the moment is probably Parsh. I think he's in the 40s now. For watch streak. But, let's say hypothetically, if I end my stream right now, it's over for a streak, right? It's just gone? No, actually no, that's not how Twitch streak works. I think you can still watch the VOD. So what I have to do is I have to end the stream now and then delete the VOD immediately. Then his streak is gone. Thoughts? Nah, I wouldn't do that. That's too much effort. Give you a 1-month membership? Nah. You're already here? That's true. He was actually the first person to type all this, you know, it was just hypotheticals, right? Hypotheticals. It's all joking. We're just kidding. Don't worry about it, Parsh. It's not a conspiracy. You can solo end Tenny and still finish Jenny Pass. Yeah. You get a lot of points. Like, genuinely. So many points. Compared to the normal pacing. I will definitely miss the Genesis Pass. I'm really tempted to buy the Genesis Pass on my Marksman. And then do my C10 there. But it doesn't have a shoulder, so I'm, like, less excited. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. What do you guys think? Should I liberate my Marksman? Is it worthy of 30k NX? Or do we just leave him? It's more like, what else would I use my second, like, Genesis Pass on? Am I just going to leave it and not use it? Job changing and living as a bowmaster. Alright, mate. Maybe I could consider liberating another character that isn't 260. But the thing is, like, I'd have to like work on a new character's gear, which is kind of tedious. My marksman just happened to have a lot of stuff going for it. Prog the buck? Nah, I don't want to log into my buck because if I do, it will lose its challenger gear. I would have considered the Phantom if it was 260, but currently it's 250. Honestly, like, if I wanted to liberate a character with the Genesis Pass on a character I actually liked, it's probably... I think the most worthwhile character in my account to use it on that isn't the Marksman, because my Marksman obviously can liberate, right? It's probably either the Kano or the DA. Hello Vin, how you doing? Lib a third Blaze Wizard. Alright, okay, let's not get too crazy here. You can go to your favorite Moonbridge map. Yeah, but that's only my favorite if I'm playing a class that has good mobbing. Bro. Phantom ain't got good mobbing anything until 6th job. And 6th job, it really needs Soul Janus, no? You lost your Genesis weapon? What do you mean you lost your Genesis weapon? Are you sure you didn't equip it onto a preset and left it there? That's a very common thing that people do. Do you have it just equipped somewhere? Like on one of your other presets? Because like when you do the early missions, you tend to just like leave the weapon there. Just make an Evan, right. It's pretty hard to lose a Jenny weapon. But yeah. Sold it or dropped it. Honestly, I'm a little impressed. Can you sell it? I don't think you would have dropped it. I feel like you would have moused over it and you would have noticed. I don't know if you can sell it, but maybe you did. I don't know. You can definitely drop it though. That is something that unfortunately can be done with the Genesis weapon. I think the thing that's like putting me off of making another liberated character right now is that I need to do more Arcane River dailies. I'm so close to being done with this character. I don't really want to pick up another one. I think if I have nothing better to use it on, I'll use it on my my marksman. At least I get a guaranteed soul. And it does liberate a lot faster. Is that worth it though? I can already solo C10E. $30. No, not even $30. 30k NX, 30 USD. Nah. Because I'm in no rush for that character. Just because it's there doesn't mean I have to buy it. Sad that your vac's gone? Yeah. All the pink beans are probably all starting to expire around now. It should be okay though. I know in the past people have like lost their Genesis weapon somehow and support has like helped them get it back. I think you'll be alright. It's not the first time this has happened. Ooh. Chest. I highly doubt that you'll have to redo the whole thing. Because what they did previously is that they gave you like enough points to go through all the stuff. Worst case scenario, based off of what they've done in the past, right, is they'll tell you, okay, you have to redo your Genesis mission, so they'll ask you to forfeit it, and then they'll give you enough points to get you back to where you are, but then the quest line will give you back your Genesis weapon. You would just have to redo all the missions, but you will have enough points. Like, you'd have to do it next week in this situation, but this is what they did in the past. Because they changed the way that the Genesis mission works now. Before, you had to clear your Genesis mission, you got an item, and they just gave you the item. Now, they can just give you the points, because that's how the Genesis Pass works. Like, if it can retroactively give you points. So I don't see why they couldn't, like, just help you get back to where you were, if they couldn't restore, specifically, the Genesis, like, the Genesis weapon in your inventory. There is an option to gift 1,000 subs on Twitch. Why would anyone ever gift 1,000 subs? That is a mad flex. Yeah, maybe he dropped it by accident then, because there are plenty of items that like have the pop-up. You know how like when you try to drop like the Zakum items, it will pop up being like, oh, are you sure you want to drop this? Maybe he did that with the Jenny weapon as well. Because I won't lie, the Sweetwater weapon does kind of look like the Genesis sword. Like for Ren, I can't deny that some of these weapons don't look similar. Like at a glance. I wish I had a Sweetwater weapon to show, but I've always thought that, like, whenever I disenchanted my Sweetwater weapons, I always thought they kind of looked like my Genesis. Hello Shiro, how you doing? Now Melvin, you do CPQ with me all the time. Like, do you see the same thing? Like, the Sweetwater weapon does kind of look like the Genesis weapon. I'm assuming you have at least a fake Jenny in your inventory somewhere. Like, it does look kind of similar. It's the same color scheme. Yeah, it's like the black and black gold. Although the Genesis weapon does have a little bit of red to it, very faintly. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, hopefully they respond to your ticket soon and you get your Genesis weapon back. It should be okay though. Alright. Today should be a level up day. Looking forward to that. Someone dropped his Genesis. Yeah, like the pre-finished Genesis. It's gone missing somewhere. And he might have dropped it. That's why we're talking about how like some weapons look kind of like the Genesis weapon. Might have accidentally dropped it. So I am aware that some people have done this in the past and they have helped restore the weapon. Because this one is not the real Genesis weapon, it's the like, you know, like the dud one that you just keep in your inventory. So hopefully support will give that back to him and he can finish his liberation. Because I think you have to hand it in, right? What happens if you drop it midway? So this is something that some people have done in the past. You drop it midway so you can forfeit the quest. So then you could re-liberate it as a different item. Because some classes, like for example thieves, you can okay, this is something that people used to do. I don't know if you can do it now, but it was easier to liberate back then. I'm talking like 3 years ago, as a Night Lord. Sorry, as a Dual Blader. because we were still learning how to do Black Mage, and Dual Blade just had an easier time when it came to Black Mage than Night Lord, because it has a lot more iframes, right? So I actually had a few friends who did their Night Lord Liberation as a Dual Blade. So they did their first couple of Black Mage clears as a Dual Blade, and they could pick the Claw. So you can pick the Claw. But there were some people who weren't interested in playing as a Night Lord, so they could drop their Claw, restart the Liberation quest, and then pick Dagger. That's something that you can do. Or that's what I knew some people did. It's kind of funny though, like, if you do decide to liberate as a Night Lord, but you're still playing as a Dual Blader, you had to job change into a Night Lord to do your Genesis missions. Which was kind of jank. But yeah, not many people do that anymore because job changing is no longer viable. Or significantly less viable, I'd say. Where less people farming? Yeah, for sure. For sure. That being said, you say that, and I'm kind of surprised I have 3 people in my map right now, like myself included. There's 3 of us here on this map. And everyone's like actively farming as well. Yeah, you guys should join us. Any 276ers? 278s? We're in channel 6, Autumn 3. Before the star forcing changes, the setup was 22. Is it still this case? I'd say so, yeah. I mean, the group of people who are pushing past 22, you gotta, like, be pretty far in the game to do that. Because theoretically, you still need to get all of your gear to 22 before you consider going 23. It doesn't make any sense to, like, send your Golux to 23 first, before the rest of your gear has reached 22. It just... I mean, you could do that, but, like, it doesn't really make much sense. Because you're gambling on, like, a lower percentage for a smaller gain. Or like a relatively small gain. So I think for most people, 22 is still going to be the benchmark. And then once they are in a comfortable spot in terms of their income and spares, then I'll see people pushing past it. And also you kind of have to be kind of a little bit picky with which items you send past 22. Because you don't want it to be like a case where you upgraded an item and it becomes irreplaceable. Especially if it's not best in slot. Because that's like kind of awkward. I'm not saying that it's impossible to replace, but you do make it awkward to replace. Which is like a suffering from success moment. Because your item is good enough for it to be used for a while, but it can't be replaced for a while as well. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to approach it, but generally speaking, 22 is still like the benchmark. And outside of like certain items, you probably wouldn't be pushing past 22 on a lot of them anyway. Because yeah, the chances of pushing past 22 is still kind of low. Like the person who hit 28-star Arcane Cape? Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, it's a bit different if they did it for fun. I'm talking like if you do it specifically, then it's awkward. Because you're technically spending meso that could be used on more permanent gains. If you did it for fun and you hit 28 stars, you kind of created your own problems. You created your own problems out of nothing. But if you intentionally went for 28-star Arcane, then it's like, well, you just made it worse for yourself for no reason in the future. Because you could have saved that money and used it somewhere else. And then, you know, replace that cape later. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You just make it... You still gain gains, it's just where do you want to put it? Might be worth 24, 25 on non-best in slot. Over 22 if you have the money for it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes, that's assuming like you don't have the drops or anything like that, right? It's more like, I don't want people to end up pushing 23, 24, 25 on items that are realistically replaceable. Like, you don't want to, like, 24 a CRA, for example. Because, like, Eternals are kind of getting to the point where it's going to be accessible. I mean, now we have the adversary coming up. They've released a new boss. I don't think that one has Eternals, but they are adding like more bosses in that range, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe in the future they give that boss to drop Eternals or something. I don't know. But generally speaking, like they will make it easier for us to get items. And Eternals are definitely becoming more accessible for everyone. Now we have Carl's, Carling, and Adversary all dropping for hat top and bottom, so they're not even restricted anymore. Assuming you do the normal version of all of them, you get 3 pieces every 10 weeks. That's like, yeah, that's reasonable. For like best in slot too. Our rates must be messed up or something. Look, as unlikely as it is, it's kind of the same as somebody winning the lottery, right? It's like saying the lottery is rigged. Assuming that the lottery is actually completely random, you know, you still have to hit those sorts of odds to win it, no? The guy just kind of won the lottery in a different fashion. I know it looks like it's pretty rigged, and the chances of certain things happening is like pretty insane. But at the same time, the fact that the chance is not 0 means that it can happen. It's kind of like, sometimes on events for me, I have items that will just blow up the first tap 15 to 16 multiple times. Like, I remember when I used to Star Force back in the day when I was trying to get my first set of 22 CRAs, like my very first set. I'm pretty sure my hat was like kind of cursed because it blew up 15 to 16 first tap like 6 times on the same event. I remember this, and I was just thinking to myself, what are the chances of this? But the thing is, the percentage is not 0, so it can happen. It's just really unlikely. I'm not saying that the rates aren't rigged, but I'm just saying that, you know, it can happen. You know, I would rather people tell me that the rates are rigged, because the last time that somebody figured out that they were rigged, everybody got insane compensation for it. So, you know what? If they would refund me half my Star Forcing costs, I'm not gonna complain. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't like thinking too much about the stats of like certain things, because as humans we're really bad at perceiving numbers in general when it comes to stats. It's just easier not to think about it. Or at least that's what I've been told. Hello, Founder. Hello, Smart. Never forget Woplat's hat. Yeah, see, that's another example of it. How many times did I get to 20 on the hat and then it just blew up from 20 to 21? Like, first tap sometimes too. It wasn't just his hat, his pants also did something similar. Was it a scandal? Was it rigged? It was specific to the flames. They found out that the flames weren't perfectly random. It was slightly weighted. That was the problem, because it was still random, but it was just like not as equally random as it was supposed to be. So during that flame scandal, it was like strength lines were more likely to show up for whatever reason, based off of their random number generator. And there was also like a bit of a scandal when it came to IA, because of the way that their randomness worked. If you had certain lines on your IA and you rolled it, while locking it, you had an increased chance of getting specific IAs. I remember this. It was like if you had, like, for example, 20 decks on your top line, you had an increased chance of hitting 20% crit rate on your IA for whatever reason. Or if you had abnormal status on Epic on your second line, then you had an increased chance of getting attack speed +1 on the top line. It was just like weirdly coded RNG. Because RNG is like never perfectly random, right? Like the way that it works is usually based off of something. And whatever random generator they used, it was just like, it was not very random. Which also, like, this is why it kind of ties in with that guy who like got protected, what, 6 or 7 times in a row. There's just a fair chance that like whatever factors that it was like taking the RNG seed from, whatever they base it on, like a very common one is like the time, right? Because the time is like just kind of random. whenever people Star Force. Maybe he just happened to sync up with that particular thing that the system was on, and he clicked it perfectly 6 times, you know, I don't know. Maybe it is rigged, but not in the way that we think. Yeah, well, RNG is weird. Especially when it's never like completely random. What happened to Woplop's hat? He just kept blowing up. I had zero CRA shards for a very long time, trying to 21 my Blaze Wizard's original hat. So I actually have an Abso hat somewhere on that character. Or at least I used to. I don't know if it's still there. But every week I would do CRA. I'll get 2 spares of hats, or 1 spare, and I'll just tap it and try to go to the 21, and it just blew up. And for like 2 months I had no CRA hat, because it just kept blowing up. These server lags into 6 protects. Yeah, who knows? Maybe that's the case. It's like when, I don't know if you guys have had this thought, like, in the old system, let's say I was tapping off event, right? As I sometimes did. It would go 15, 16, 15, 16, 15, 16, 15, 16. Like, it just bounced up and down, up and down, up and down. Perfectly between 15, 16. Up once, down once, up once, down once. And it would go on for like 20 times. Like, I've had it happen to me. I'm just like, dude, am I like in a loop or something? You know what I mean? It's like, am I stuck in a loop? Am I lagging? Look, I'm not expecting it to do anything like weird. It's just a bit strange that it succeeded and then failed and succeeded and failed, like in perfect like succession like that for ages. And I just always think, am I lagging? The one with 17 Janus? Nah, the original one. The one with 17 Janus had cursed pants. It like first tap boomed at least twice on stream or something like that. It was something sad. Tend to memorize specific patterns? Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, that's why I remember it. I remember it because it was a pattern. I just distinctly remember that I was very confused. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, this sort of stuff happens. If the chance is not 0, there's always a possibility. No matter how incredibly low the chances are, it still could happen. I mean, the people win the lottery, and that the chances of winning the lottery is like, you know, I don't know what the number is, but it's very, very low. Sailing? Yeah, I'm down to sail. I'll be done in, what, 40 seconds. Is Tilda down? He's not currently logged in, but he is online. Tilda, would you like to go sailing, sir? Let me turn on the game. Oh yeah, all good, mate. All good. Hello, Leonardo. Got a slime ring with the CFE. Back pet's dead, so what's the point? Capri Sun literally saved the Ren in ways that I don't think anyone expected. Shout out to the guy himself, kept this Ren alive. But honestly, I am really enjoying it. I probably would have like copped it myself, but I would have been very sad about it. So I really appreciate the early Christmas present. Remember the time you boomed the number of your Meister rings? Yeah, I mean, yeah, the chances of booming those Meister rings is also like pretty low. I was safeguarding all of them, by the way. I boomed 12 items while safeguarding. On a 5, 10, 15. Tragic. Yeah, I would just keep telling myself the same thing, you know? The chance is not 0, it can happen. Show the screenshot. I don't know where it is anymore. It's gone missing. I think I removed it. I mean, I have the file somewhere on my computer, but I think I took it off of my OBS. It was pretty funny because it was like a terribly angled and flipped screenshot. Just wait for Tilda. Hello Molchi, how you doing? Boomed 18 Meisters. I'm kinda impressed that you had enough for 18 Meisters. The guy's trying to join my party. Private party. Must keep him away. Nothing personal. Waiting for Tilda. And after this, I can try to transpose a few more times. Will today be the day we transpose? I've never wanted an iridescent scale so badly in my life. Please give me the iridescent scale that doesn't get yoinked. You needed with advanced crystals? Yeah. I needed a lot of advanced and superior crystals as well to be able to craft. I remember farming, I was just farming in Ludi, or like a fantasy theme park for ages. Just like farm an inventory of them and then disassemble them over and over again. It was kind of tedious. But, you know, we do what we gotta do. Get the pat mark to 16 and then transpose to Monocle? Yeah. Exactly. Your game is bugged again. It says Silkway. Yo, triple Silkway. Oh good, we'll get an iridescent scale, it'll be worthwhile. Made Tilda log in for this. Thank you guys. No iridescent scales, all good. He's back to CRA because they went to 25 star and he has 18 Eternals. Well, I guess he's got to wait until his Eternals are a little bit better. What does the scale do? It gives you 50 Denaros. 50 coins. It's a bit of a rare drop from Commercy PQ. But if it does drop, you can sail with it and it gives you 50 coins, which is kind of nice. Did it drop once? Nah. I mean, if it does give you from the quest, I wouldn't know. But you can definitely get it from CPQ. Like, I've gotten it a few times before. It's just straight up 50 coins. Because you can go do a solo voyage with it. And yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if... I wouldn't know if it drops from a quest. I just know that you can get it from CPQ and it's worth 50 coins. And if you see it, you're really damn happy that somebody didn't take it before you did. Oh, do CPQ for your dual blade? You do, yeah. And then you have to transpose your secondary as well. Yoink it like boy, yoink the artisan. Trust me, if I see a scale drop, I'm trying my best to not get ping diffed. But I probably will get ping diffed every time. It's a bit of a miracle that I've even gotten scales because usually my ping is that bad. And well, bad compared to like NA players. If I'm with the Aussies that are just AFKing and stuff, then I have a chance. But usually I don't. Transpose secondary only for dual blader. Because dual blader, they have the option to use the Sweetwater Katara. And the Sweetwater Katara is best in slot for them because it has like nice stats. And you can transpose on top of it, so you get like a little bit of extra attack. 10,000 weapon boxes so you can stay on Umbra secondary. Isn't the Sweetwater like secondary like really good though? Doesn't it give you 30% boss damage or something? Whatever it was, it's good stuff. So yeah. Nah, you're in jail, bro. You're playing dual blade, you're in jail. That was what you decided to do. We don't know if Sweetwater will work. Yeah, we also don't know if it'll work with Pinot. That's something that I'm a little bit like hesitant about. Because I know most classes will use a Pinot secondary. But there was also a group of characters that don't use the standard secondary either. Like, doesn't... What is it? What do you call it? Doesn't the, Doesn't Mech use Evo? Does Evo Lab exist in KMS? How do I feel about the new Kinesis remaster? I have no idea. I don't know anything about Kinesis, but all the Kinesis mains, the one Kinesis main that I know, hey, they seem pretty happy about it. So, you know what? If they're happy about it, I'm happy for them. KMS can transfer everything? Yeah, that's what I mean. Which remasters are you most wanting to play? Probably the Wild Hunter one. It looks smooth. Isn't Frenzy just DA? Yeah, that's DA only. Frenzy is a DA 5th job skill. Man, I thought I was free from Commercy for a short amount of time. I thought I could be lazy with it and then the pat mark dropped. Now I'm just back to sailing. Created my own problems, man. How they're going to hand out spares. Is the patch not out yet? Is the secondary patch in KMS in the second part? Kana Hayata's not coming to Feb. I forget when MC is getting it. We'll probably get it a little bit after they do. Just pay Meso to restore it. Let's see. Yeah, I remember seeing like the secondaries were released a bit later, not at the beginning. Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. They should be giving information about it. A lot of people aren't the secondaries like tradable in KMS? Or am I crazy? I thought you could like sell them or something. So you could make a secondary and then sell it technically. It does kind of affect that sort of market. So many remasters. All these remasters and none of them are Battle Mage. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, how many coins do I have? 60. Alright, so I can try 4 times today. Because I need to have some to be able to do my solo voyages in case I don't do CRA, or not CRA, CPQ. After today, it would have been 20 tries. The whole... One more try. No. It is pain. Watched your videos since day one. You got you to 270 and 30 mil. Nice. I'm glad you enjoy progging. What the hell? What did I click? Imagine transposing? Yeah, imagine. Imagine wasting like 200 dinars for nothing. Alright, let's just finish up the dailies here. Oh my god.
Cat says meow 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 woof meow 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 meow.
This guy has it like copy pasted somewhere in his like computer.
Say go Holly go Holly go Holly. Avidico emoji. Avidico emoji. Avidico emoji. Avidico emoji. Avidico emoji. Avidic.
Avidico emoji. You've missed it? I don't miss this. This hurts, man. You gonna skip all your bosses? I've done some of my bosses already. I don't skip all of them. Some of them are pretty quick. I haven't done my Cannon Masters ones yet, so I probably should do that soon. Should probably do those. Also, JH, what's wrong with transposing, huh? Why are you hating on me transposing? Just because you don't like water. He hates the seas. One transpose is 5 spares? I know, man. I know. Don't worry. I'm well aware of the numbers. Trust me. Unfortunately, I'm well aware. But at the same time, right now, I don't have any money. I have nothing to work on, so that's okay. For me, it's just a bonus thing to do. Because, to be honest, because I got my PAP mark so early, it's not that bad to do. I think if it was later, I wouldn't have gone back for it. But because I literally have not even started working on my monocle, it's like, kind of like, why not? It's just free. Free-ish. Look, you can check in on me in about a month's time. If it's still not transposed, I might give up. If only we still had the flames transposed across. That would have been awesome. But sadly, that is gone. Alright, 2 more days that I'm done with my arcane symbols. Cannot wait. Arcane symbols complete. Less dailies to do. W. More time to sit and farm fams. Speaking of which, I should probably upgrade some of my fams. I probably have enough cards to do so. Yeah, more than enough. Hopefully. Welfare bear check. Oh, good call, good call. I'll finish this and I'll do Ursus. There's still good EXP. It's starting to become like nothing at this point. Let me have a look actually. I'm pretty sure already it's nothing at my level. If I do all of my dailies from the Arcane River, I get like 0.1%. So if I finish all of that, it's still less than just soontm by itself. Good old dailies that no longer scale. Let's see. Last one, Arcus. It is kind of nice it's just 100. It's like, it's just closing down, you know? I kind of want the Odium one to go down to 100, because 300 of those mobs is kind of sad. Okay. Daily's done. Ursus check for everybody who hasn't done it. Ursus check. I hate that I can accidentally click on people's profiles while I'm here. Somebody perfectly standing behind the NPC. It's free money. Oh my god, I almost didn't tag the boss. Wait, did I do enough damage? Okay. No, I loaded in and it was like instantly at 10%. Not a single eternal clock. Yeah, they're pretty rare. Alright, how much money are we on now? Closing on a 1.5 bill again. I still don't know how I want to approach my arcanes. I feel like I need to replace the Challenger gear completely with arcanes for it to be worthwhile. And I'd have to get all of the 18 star. Otherwise, it's not really worth it, hey. Well, we'll have to wait until the next star forcing, you know, like set. Maybe we'll get something. I would really like another 30%. Because I just want to get to 18. I don't want to pay full price for it. Okay. What's that? That. Hello, Min. How you doing, man? Okay, so I get 20 something tomorrow. How many is it? 26. So I'll be at 140 something. Okay, so I just need to do tomorrow's one, then I'm done. Let's see. You have to wait 10 minutes before posting your rings? Is this because, like, Discord doesn't let you post links? Or it might be like a security setting. I might have had that to stop people from, like, going in and spamming all that. Alright. Alright, what else do I need to do here? I think that's honestly it. I really want to just grind and pick up money. I'm at that point in my prog. Just want to just keep picking up money. I mean, I've been doing that for like the last like 2 weeks. But I need money to do things. Can't do things without Meso. It's cooked. What do we get? 10% large HP. Nice. Okay. I have a lot of vouchers expiring. I need to make some more of these. I mean, I am trying to I'm trying to get one more level here. That'd be nice, but it's a bit hard. Still 20% more to go. 20%. And hopefully I'll have enough for some uniques. Have I used the Punch King? I don't know where I want to use it on. I don't know if I want to use it on this character just yet either. I think the Punch King is definitely one of those resources you use as late as possible. Because then you probably end up getting stronger. And you'll get more EXP from it. It's not like I'm pushing any particular milestone either. I think if it got me to 280 then I'd consider using it. But because it only gets me like some EXP to 270... What, 278? It's like, it's not important enough. But yeah, if I was one Punch King away from 280, I would probably use it. Because then I get, you know, access to the new area and whatnot. New area, new symbols. But I'm too far. How much would a Punch King give me at this point? Let's say I get like, what? How many points would I even be expected to get? 600? You got 800 on Punch King, it gave you 14%. Oh, that's pretty good. Did 14%. I don't think my score will be that high, but let's say conservatively anywhere between 5 and 10%. I mean, that's a lot of EXP. That's a lot of EXP. Almost as good as a Diamond Especia. Well, a legendary one rather. Oh, I was meant to pop another booster. Oh well. Alright. Maybe we can finish up some uniques here. If we can get 1 or 2 uniques done today, I would be also pretty happy. Might be kind of hard though, because these epics are fresh. 0 pity, which is probably irrelevant to be honest. But more importantly, it's at 0, so I had to spend an extra 75 compared to the prepped ones. Still coping on 40 boss. It's a good cope to have. And then once I level up, it's off to the owls. And then to find a nice owl place to farm in for more EXP. Man, I miss my spirit pendant. Do you guys reckon they'll give us a spirit pendant on the next event? Maybe I should have done dojo. Nah, never mind. I don't want dojo. Use the pendant? Yeah, I used it immediately. How do you upkeep it? That's the neat thing. You don't unless you do dojo. If you don't do dojo, you don't get pendant. That's okay. Next week is going to be pretty insane for farming. We're going to have runes with like 50%. Something rune thing. I don't remember what it was. Rune something. Increase rune buff 50%. There you go. Get Ren event? If we did, I've already used it. We're losing free booster drops. Oh, does it only apply for the week? I thought it applied for the whole thing. Don't we still get the Monster Park one? Don't we get to keep everything? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Monster Park one is still being applied. Oh no, they're talking about the cogs, not the Urda. That makes more sense. You know, honestly, the pacing that we get our Soul Urdas, it's probably the same now. Like, I think I get my Soul Urda boosters about the same pacing as the clocks, to be honest. So we do lose a little bit, but it's still okay-ish. Retrieve 2 at the same time? I don't think so. I feel like we got one from this thing, which I used at the very beginning. Oh! What? I thought I used this one. Oh, mine. I thought this was the one that I used. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. See, I didn't even know that Ren had one. I must have mixed them up then. Oh, lucky me. Was one of these rewards Ah, okay, so I probably mixed this one up. Yeah. I probably mixed it up. Because I knew that you got one from the standard event. You know what? See? I just don't read. What a surprise. Alright, I guess I'll wear the pendant after I finish this. I don't really want to leave my map. Oh, but it's 30 EXP. I'm just gonna claim it. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. You know what? I just... Alright. Good enough. Good enough. Could've just went to town, but decided to do that instead. Yay, pendant is back. Okay, just checking 180 and 100. Okay, cool. Hello, Baron. Make sure you use the boosters today. I have used all of my clocks. But thank you for the reminder. Ursus check? Yeah. Thankfully I have already run my Ursus runs. So now I can sit back, relax, and just pick up fam cards. Wait, I'm not on channel 60, am I? Nope, channel 20. Saw a total of 0 big clocks. Unlucky. You know, after I managed to use one of them, and seeing how much EXP they gave, like I can understand why. I can understand why it's so rare. 32 out of 50 can almost boom your ET. Would you settle 21, JH? Like, at what point would you consider settling? Because, like, the difference between 18 and 21 is pretty substantial. At what point would you consider waiting to ladder? Selling 21? Okay. And then you're waiting for a second one and then you'll ladder, hey? Needs a second one to ladder? Yeah, but he can create one soon. It's only a matter of time. He would have had a second one? True, if he didn't throw away the trace, right? He keeps making fun of me and my traces. Look who's laughing now. Is 21 to 22 way harder? Off event it's harder. You have a higher chance of blowing things up. But on event it's about the same. It's still hard to go for 22. That's why he's settling 21. You're playing the long game? What would you trace restore once you're capped on the points, JH? Because you'd have to use the points, right? Limbo ring. You have a limbo ring, JH? Or are you saying like you're hoping that you get one by the time that you're capped? The point cap is for Challenge World, not heroic. Oh. Because I thought for a second that you could only store up like 1500 points or something like that. 80% to go 20 to 21. With the current rates off event, to go from 20 to 21 is like 75%. So it's slightly lower than it used to be. Because I think the boom chance right now is like 10%. The old one used to be 7. So the odds are less in your favor than they were before. There's a 2.5 cap for transferring the points to your main world from Challenger World. You know, I have not done a single one of the trace missions. Maybe I should be paying attention to that. I just go into the boss. I lost out on 100 points. Account's bricked. Honestly, I wouldn't have even done any of the missions anyway. It would have just been like the points for picking hard. Or chaos. I should at least enable that for the next time I do it. Do you have a legendary core? Dude, I wish. Accept everything except the FD loss and lives. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking of doing. I wish I had a legendary core. I probably have to get to 280 or like get to master rank before I'll even reasonably see it. Oh, you get like 40 tries a week to get legendary? It's not a lot. You got one? You call me lucky? Come on now. Lucky sometimes. Not all the time. Dude, I saw somebody have a plus 12 legendary core on Reddit. That's insane. There's so many, so much stat for free. It's like 100 stat, 100 attack, 40 strength. Insane. You are lucky. W rage bait. Yeah, I'm saving all of my cores until I get a legendary one. There's no point like pushing the unique one. Losing those stats after transferring won't feel good. Yeah, it won't feel good. But at the same time, they need to do something like that. Although, actually, they didn't really need to, but it's nice to have something like that in Challenger World. Because you can kind of see where your character would be in the regular server. Because you don't have links in Legion here. Otherwise, you'd, like, probably build them yourself. All the stats that they give you for free is just, like, kind of compensating for you not having links or Legion. Slime Ring 21, Dominant Pendant 21. Insane. I didn't have enough money to do any of that. I got my stuff to 18 star and then I ran out of money. Dropping as many sources as me. I think recently, yeah, there has been a lot of sauces. Sauce and belt have been like very, very popular for me recently. I mean, belts have always been dropping, unfortunately. But at least now I'm getting to the point where I can kind of afford to work on them. Before, not so much. Speaking of sauces, I should probably run my C10 mules. I think I still have my mech, possibly, definitely my Xenon. I've been really slack with my Xenon. CFE can't wear it without Black Heart. Really? You can't wear it before Black Heart? That's surprising. I don't know what the equivalence is anymore, but like, I feel like 7 sets usually enough, no? You deleted a message by accident? I saw you deleted the "you're so lucky" part. You would have agreed on that. I was like, what happened on my screen? Something just disappeared. Yeah, it's weird. For like the YouTube thing, like you have like a whole separate menu if you hold like, was it Alt? And there's like 3 buttons that show up when you hold Alt. At least it does for me. I don't know if you see them, JH. Just admin things. Yeah, it's all good. And when you guys don't feel like running your bosses, do you guys force yourselves to do them anyway? Or is it a skip angle and don't think about it? You watch on mobile, I see. Yeah, how do you delete things on mobile? This guy like put away his phone and then butt dialed, and then deleted things. You skip mules, too much to burn out when you have too many things. Yeah, I agree. I'm feeling the same way. Like, I'm just enjoying grinding my Ren. I know it's like on the more less interesting side. Let's be real. Maple Story's gameplay loop is not exactly the most thrilling content to watch, but I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like just wanting to push it. Anyway, for me personally, I'm quite aware that I'm kind of just chilling in the background for most people. Keep you guys company throughout the day. And sometimes interesting things happen. But I will finish off this WAP and then I'm gonna go do some weeklies. I think I need to, just so that I have at least a somewhat steady amount of income for my Ren for when I eventually move it across. Push to Jupiter. Is Jupiter the new boss? Is that the 290 boss or whatever? Or is that the 295 boss? That'll go to work? Take care, Baron. Thanks for dropping by, dude. 295 boss, dude. I gotta get to 285 before I even think about what's going on. Get to 285 for Limbo Leech. You know what? I would do that. I would Limbo. I would Leech. Dude, if I get to 285, will I even do enough damage anyway? I feel like I wouldn't even do enough damage to Blue Dot. Yeah, there is a lot of things to do. It's easy to get burnt out. But I need to, I just need to train. I need money. What's my favorite boss to fight? Honestly, my perception of like my favorite bosses has definitely changed. I used to really like running Hard Will. But he's become a lot less exciting to me in recent years. Maybe because it's all like fresh and new, I do like running Limbo. I've only done like maybe 10 runs of Limbo at best. No, not even 10 runs. And that's my current boss I like. Not because I think the boss is like hard or anything, it's just something satisfying about the rhythm of the boss. Because every single attack is telegraphed. And it's very satisfying to dodge, I guess. Gloom for sure your favorite boss. Gloom for sure your guys' favorite boss for me to do. Other than Limbo, I guess Black Mage. I do like the design of Black Mage to some extent. I don't mind P2 Seren. I don't like P1 Seren though. I think Lotus is okay as well. I like the design of Lotus. The only thing I don't like about Lotus is P1 shield. That makes me sad. The shield in P1 makes me sad. There's a Shade Mule with 6 pitches. What the hell? It'd be like that sometimes. How much do we start on? Okay, decent amount of EXP. Got like 6% done. Not bad, not bad. Go ahead, timed out a BM at 0.1. Wasn't that XBM as well? Yeah, the shields come up pretty frequently in P4. It's like every 30 seconds or something. That P4 shield is what like keeps so many classes jailed. There's a good chunk of classes, if you're trying to clear BM, if you aren't able to DPS out of that shield every 30 seconds, you just don't do damage to the boss. Link to the playlist, I can send it to you, just give me a second, Hurricane. Here you go, man. This is the current playlist. Thing is fat, yeah. Dude, even like I remember when I tried to do my solos on normal Black Mage back in the day, that thing was huge. Like if you're trying to do any kind of like Black Mage solo content and your run in Black Mage is going to be longer than 50 minutes, P4 is like actually straight up miserable. Even to some extent P3 is sad. because P3's shield comes up every minute, which is... And that one is also huge. It's because like you're not bursting into it a lot of the time. There's a lot of DPMing. Like your DPM has to be really high to like clear through it. And it's really hard for some classes, especially if they're burst oriented. I know my friend who was playing Night Lord. He was pretty strong Night Lord for at the time. And he had so much trouble in P4 because his DPS just couldn't kill the shield and he's just like waiting around for 3 minutes. And thank you so much, Mr. Polo, for the 8 bill EXP. G-skills expiring as well? Yeah, absolutely. Especially for a 1 hour long run. Not being able to have G-skills in P4 was hard. That's like the old meta for doing like long black mage runs, is you pop your G-skills in the middle of the fight. So then you could get it for like the last phase. Those were different times, man. Okay. At least I think I farmed all of my boxes for today. All of these ones. Hopefully. Yo, this guy has a Zerk and an eye patch. That is nuts. Skill sequence for granted. My god. I do not miss trying to buff up in the middle of fights. The most awkward one was always Black Mage, because you would like press 2 or 3 buffs and then he would kick, so you duck, and then you press a few more buffs and then you kick again. And depending on what class you were playing, sometimes that sequence took a while. Sometimes it took a while. Like, actually, I'm curious, JH, are you still here? Like, how bad was it for you to like do Black Mage as a Bowmaster? Didn't you have like 10 buffs you had to press? Was that sad? It sounds sad. I know a lot of the archers had a lot of buffs they had to press, and it was always kind of rough. That was part of the skill expression while playing Bowmaster. Alright. Wasn't what I asked, but sure. But yeah, no, I get you. It's crazy, dude. Like, for the classes that have 10 plus buffs. I think Night Lord also had that problem as well. I think Night Lord also had like 10 buffs. Lucid going off screen while buffing. Yup, it'd be like that. Oh, I have not done any of my mechanics bosses. Let's go. Let's do some mech bossing. Also known as Robot Ren. You guys might not like it, but this is just Ren. Alright. You went minus 1.5 bill for leveling symbols? Dude, same. I have yet to do it because of that same reason. Is that robot behind you new? It's new-ish. It was part of a change in one of the masteries, I think. It allows you to have the robots follow you around instead of using summons. It's like a bossing toggle. So it's kind of nice. It's so weird playing mechanic now because it's like how smooth mechanic is actually a lot. It's a lot smoother than Ren is because I don't have to let go of my hurricane to press buttons. Purple. Try and use up your clocks. 5 seconds itching to click cash shop and buy a vac pet. It is very tempting, isn't it? The game just hits different when you have a vac pet. What can I say? As a Monster Park enjoyer, are you excited for 14 Monster Parks a day? Dude, I don't even do MPE every week. We have the option to do up to 4 MPEs a week. I do 1. Back when MPE used to be a daily, I didn't do it. You think I will FOMO myself into 14 Monster Parks? Hell no. I would never. Me of all people, I would never. I'm already lazy with content that is already currently good. I'm not gonna worry too much about Monster Park. Whether or not other people call it grief, I'll let them decide that. I just don't like doing content that I'm just too lazy to do. That's it. Fuck, how did I dodge that? Uh-oh. Wait, need MVP Red Express Pass. You know, knowing me, I probably wouldn't even remember. Oh my god. Nope. 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 I would have like 3 Monster Park runs and I'd forget to go do them. Oh. Just going back and forth. I don't know what's going on anymore. It looks more fluid than Ren. It always has been. I'm telling you guys, Mech is a better Ren. Ah, Serum's diff would have made the difference there. Honestly though, like, they both have like their pros and cons when it comes to their movement. Mech is like really smooth because you can hold the entire time. Like you can hold attack the whole time. Whereas for Ren, you have to let go of your attack for a split second. What have you said? Oh no. Please don't say. It's always up to no good. That's alright. It's alright. You got rid of the birthday message. What the heck? It's a warning. What? Wait, this is not a good thing. Like, what's Tilda gonna do to you? He's just gonna reset me. That doesn't achieve anything. That just makes me sad. Nah, Tilda's not. He's not petty. This is like something I would expect from someone like Gibson. Gibson would be petty. Your JH removes this, he'll boom every ET. Alright. My summons are gone. Dude, that video is so good. I remember seeing it the first time, I was like, this can't be real. Turns out, it was very real. Oh. I need my mech to be a little bit stronger, man. It's not enough to clear these bosses within 3 bursts. I think I need like 3 bursts in a bit. Need to cut it down a bit more. Just a bit more. What do you guys like as like a good timing for your own bosses? Regardless of like whichever bosses you're currently doing on your mules or your main, like how much faster would you want it to be? I think obviously, ideally, everyone would say like 1 burst and they're done, right? But for me, I'm not even asking for that much. My V healer is like 2 origins. It's a bit awkward because then I have to cancel the origin. It's like complaining about nothing sort of situation. But it's a little bit annoying that like for that particular boss, I know that I need a 2nd origin burst to clear. And that if my origin still lingers, there's a small chance I don't pay attention, it blows up the box. I would really prefer that not to happen. You heard Tilda say reset? What are you talking about, bro? Keep along the Golix gem as a Mihal? Yeah, it's like that, right? Do you know, because I don't trust myself when it comes to these boss rooms, when I do Golix specifically, I always do it in my drop gear. So then even if I do break it, at least it will be... I'm dead. Oh my god, he stopped right in front of me. At least it will break it with max drop. I've learnt my lesson when it comes to Golix. I just run my drop gear now. Shoulder for Plunger. No shoulder for Plunger. Ring box though, I'll take a ring box. Alright, let's see what we get here. Continuous ring. No, continuous 1. You popped Legion drop before? If it's just for Golix, then yeah. I would actually pop it before. Because I'll probably use like a 10-minute coupon. I'll go in, clear Golix, and then clear Arcarium. Yeah, that's it. That's what I remember doing for quite a while. On any of the characters that didn't have their superiors done. Just a 10-minute and then... yeah. Just so then I don't grief myself, because there are some characters that I've randomly like blown up the box and I was just sad. Alright, good night, Posh. Thanks for dropping by, dude. Alright. What do you guys think? Will we get an ET on this character? Actually, I want a Raw 4. Raw 4 would be nice. Still hoping for this one. This one only has a Raw 3. Honestly, I should like put the ring swap in, but I don't know if I have a weapon jump 4. I have a weapon jump 3. Am I liking Ren? I do like Ren. I think it's a pretty chill class. Patch notes tomorrow? Probably. You cannot double open yet. Unfortunate. Some good DPS going on though. Never mind, got hit by something. Hopefully this means that my next burst I can double open again. The hitbox will throw you off. Yeah, you kind of get used to it for the hitbox. It's just one of those things that you just kind of get used to. At first it was pretty bad for me as well. I remember like getting really ruined in V-Hiller. Specifically V-Hiller. The other bosses it doesn't really matter that much. Like your hitbox is kind of whatever. But for V-Hiller, knowing where you need to stand for like the strings, it was kind of annoying. I remember having so much trouble when it came to the hitbox originally. Oh, I'm dead. Jumped straight into that ball. Oh, feels good to have resistance link again. Oh, I'm dead again. Never mind. Okay, almost just slid back into the laser anyway. Right, any believers on an ET drop soon? Cope. It's so sad, I can't even off event the ET anymore, because I'd feel bad about it. Whenever I used to get pitch, I used to like just not care. But I think now I do care a little bit. Oh! Oh, darkness, iframe. W. All according to plan. Just another primal? You're not wrong. Did get another primal. Okay. Well, thankfully I don't care about Will as much anymore. Or Lucid. Just Lotus and Damien. What do you think is the best pitch for your first pity when it comes up? That is a good question. I'd say probably ET, I think. I think ET is a good pick. You could theoretically just also go straight for badge, because that one's also really hard to get. I don't think book is a good pick though. Like, as much as I want a book personally on some of my characters, I don't think that it's a smart pick. Just because, unlike the other ones that you can pick, if you get a second book, the benefits are like very minimal. Whereas like for every other pitch, if you get a second of whichever one you get, let's say you went for like an ET and you got another ET drop, that's fine. But if you pick book with your pity, and then you get a book drop later, it'll feel pretty bad. Like, you're gonna really wanna really need that book to complete your current set for it to be worthwhile, in my opinion. Yeah, I think ET is always gonna be a good pick. That ring is just really strong compared to everything else. And if you get a dupe of the ET, you don't care. Like, if anything, you're kind of happy if you see a dupe. Badge is not bad too, because that thing just like basically doesn't exist. But the problem with badge is like, it's really far away. But then you can also argue that if you manage to get a badge within that year, then you just kind of like traded the badge for 3 other pitch, so it's not too bad. It's probably easier to say what not to pick than what to pick. Like, definitely don't pick book if you can help it. Probably don't pick Mitra, because on average Mitra seems to drop a lot more commonly compared to the other pitch. And at the worst case scenario, even if you don't get a Mitra, it seems to be like pretty common in X Seren. You don't need the Mitra to prog as well. If you somehow get to X Seren and you still don't have an emblem, you'll probably be able to get one by then. Non-starable is bait for pity, yeah. It really is. In terms of which one to take as your first one, probably don't have the rush to do it, right? Would you pick book if your 3-set guarantees gains? So if I was 4-set, like 3-set now, and had the option to pick book, it's a maybe. Because I'd probably have to figure out, will it like change the outcome of my bosses? I'll be honest, I don't think a book would make or break any particular run. I would definitely try to refrain from picking book as long as possible. Unless for whatever reason you really, really want one. Which is the case for me and my battle mage, because my battle mage is, I just want a book on it. Unless you're 8-set, no book, no badge. That's your point? Yeah, I kind of agree. I'd say like you're in no rush for any of the pitch anyway. It's not a bad thing to just let the pity stack. Like just keep building up the points, and then, or like the currencies, build up your pity, and then when you actually get some drops, then you have like a much better idea. Because there's still a chance, like, let's say you get a Zerk early, alright, and it goes 22. Then awesome. That's one less thing that you might have accidentally chosen, right? And then from there, let's say like you get an ET and you really wanted to use an ET, at least you have the pity to like restore that if you really wanted to go for it. The longer you wait, the more valuable your pity becomes. Because then you'll get things that are less likely to become like redundant. It's like the whole thing about like arcanes as well, right? You know how like you get to the point where you can buy your arcanes and you ask yourself like, what do I buy? And people always tell you to wait for the boxes. It's kind of the same thing. where you just... The longer you wait, the better chances of you figuring out exactly how to use your currencies is. But obviously, it's fun to get pitch, so it's up to you. To be honest, you could ignore everything I said if the main reason why you want to like pick certain items is just for your own enjoyment. At that point, you can do what you like. It can be like me. I just really want to book on my battle mage. What can I say? Has nothing to do with efficiency at that point. I just irrationally want to book. Only pitch you got recently is the Eternal Clock. It's so funny, that thing actually does have like the pitch animation when it drops. The book doesn't want me, it really doesn't. It doesn't want my battle mage specifically. I feel like my what's it called? I feel like my Ren's gonna get a book faster than my battle mage at this pacing. Skip Will each week. That's what I said too, and then I realized that Will also gives the pity points, so you kind of have to still run him every week if you care about the pity. I feel like if it was on a mule, kind of valid. If you pick book on a mule, that's one less boss you have to do. Obviously, you lose a bit of money, but if it means that you don't burn out and you enjoy yourself a little bit more not running Will, kind of worth it. Kind of worth it. Like, technically, I don't need to run Will on this character either. But maybe I'll do it just for the pity, because... why not? Maybe I can restore, like, the ET that this character has. It will restore just a little bit faster. Ah, died to the golem that was underneath me. Oh my god. How does this keep happening? Keep getting teleported into these golems. Is that laser? Yep. She's gonna fly off, isn't she? You know what? I'm kind of surprised she didn't just immediately do touch. Got a little bit A little bit more out of my overdrive. Is there a replacement event for the clocks? I think there is, but I don't think it's a booster event, if that's what you're asking. Does anyone know what it is? I feel like it was already mentioned, either in the preview or it's you know, already was in KMS or something. I feel like I should know. The octopus event? Haha, that's why. It's the alpacas. Can't wait for everyone to complain again. Can't wait for your alpaca to flee. Oh hell nah. Terrible ownership of the alpacas. That's why they ran. If you took care of them a little bit better, maybe they would stay around. Thoughts? Oh, I just jumped off the map. Can't wait to Origin and Ascent or Ride or Die bosses. Sure. They'll be free for you. They don't run away, they become independent. I'm in need of some armor boxes for my marksman, please. Oh, that is another reason why we can't skip Will properly. We need the armor boxes. Man. I do need that for my other characters. We're never free from hard will. If you're around, this is the best boss to reset. Why this one? So because he's got the... It's not even that disappointing in terms of drops, it's just like I'm lazy. This boss really does feel longer than it needs to be. Oh my god, I died to the ball. Oh my god, I failed. I failed test. That's crazy work. Free reset? It kinda was, yeah. That's crazy work. I blame my Origin for that one. Warrants a rerun. Do you know what's funny? Doing the DPS that I just did then, it probably was about as fast. I think my least favorite thing about these will segments is just that, like, you have to do the tests and it just... All these tests just add up, man. It adds like a whole two minutes onto your run. I know they've made it shorter, but they could really just do away with 3 segments in P1. No, if I haven't done the bosses on this character, I probably haven't done it on my Xenon either. Should I run my Xenon's bosses afterwards? What do you guys think? And Xenon's Black Mage as well. You get one or the other. Nah, you know what? No, I take that back. You get one. It's just the C10. Because I will die out on Black Mage. And if I lock myself into that jail, I don't know if I'll mentally recover. No, when you said last resort, I was like, damn, he's right. Run's gonna be ass. Honestly, if I do any Black Mage run, the one I should actually run is my Wild Hunter. Because my Wild Hunter actually has an okay time in Black Mage now. I have a Raw 4. I didn't have that the last time I cleared. The last time I cleared Black Mage on my Wild Hunter, I had a Raw 3, I think. Now with a Raw 4, maybe it is a 1 burst out of P1. Last time it was a 2 burst, which wasn't honestly that bad. It was just, you know, slightly concerning. Give us ring box, armor box. That's what we're looking for here. Ring box, armor box. Man, I kind of miss playing my Battle Mage now. Well, my Battle Mage doesn't have anything to do. Oh. Okay, I have 20 seconds left on my burst. I'm just gonna wait in the cutscene. Okay, just don't instant poison. Nah, he instant poisoned. I panicked, then I pressed my burst and not all of my skills were up yet. Okay. Alright. That's all the bosses done on this character. Easy 4 bill. I don't have a 10-minute coupon. That's okay. Ooh, Twilight Mark. Do I need this? Maybe. Maybe I'll like make drop gear or something. Let's drop... Wait, what's that? No book. Very good. Alright, sell this. Oops. I will say I do enjoy my mules a lot more now that I don't have to do as many bosses. Could do Xenons. Yeah, let's do Xenons bosses. Oops. Okay, I'm in the right preset. Toggles on. How strong is the Xenon mech? The mech is... what is it? 130 mil? Xenon is... yeah, 135. Pretty similar. Oh, I need to top up this character. Running out of green pots. Recommend doing after Emerald. If you don't want to grind anymore, then yeah, it's just do your dailies. That's all there is left, right? What else is there really left to do? I missed my bind. I've forgotten how to play my character. Need to make sure I catch some strings before I burst again. Oh, I caught an extra string for fun. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Oh, I accidentally blinked. I don't have bind up. Oh, I have... you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much, guys. Just zen on things. I don't know what's going on, man. All the pots. Mercy of pitch drops. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff you can do while waiting for the pitch drops. It's just difficult. It's just slower. Okay, I need to catch some strings. Oh, loam. Oh no. Need to catch some strings. That better not kill me. No, I caught the string anyway. Wait, I can't burst until after the test. No, it's so cooked. Otherwise it's gonna do what I did before. Oh no. Oh no, the altar's gone. I hate this class sometimes, man. This is a vehicular run of all time. It really is. It really is. This class is, like the timings for it's a little bit awkward. That I won't deny. I'm probably just doing it wrong, but it's because like the origin, you can't burst immediately, and then all your cooldowns are like randomly staggered. It's not bad, it's just awkward. Oh my god, I can't clear this boss. I have to wait for my next origin burst. Why does Overload take 20 seconds to charge? Somebody explain this to me. Oh no, I'm on 3. That's okay, surely I don't die out, right? Still just gotta learn how to play this class. At least I have more drop rate now. I think the only thing I'm missing on this character is a double drop. But otherwise, I think it should be all good. Yeah, I'm just missing one double drop. Cannot be helped if I don't have a double drop. Okay. You know, maybe the thing that this Xenon's missing is a raw 4. Just gotta hope I get one sometime in the future. Oh my god, got hit by everything. Whoa. Uren hit a raw 4 on Challenger World? Nice. That's good stuff. I'm hoping that mine one hits a raw sometime soon as well. Would be very convenient. Not having to rely on the Challenger one. Because we don't know how long the rental gear is going to last for, but the moment that the rental gear goes away, I don't have a raw 4 on my Ren, it's a bit sus. Oh god. This got hit by everything. This resistance link lasting 12 seconds, I still can't get used to it. It just feels like it lasts for so long now. $180 drop, and you haven't got a single Dominator yet? Dude, Dominators are like low-key harder to get than pitchers. Do you see the Maple TCG? Is it actually a TCG or is it just a collector's thing? Because my understanding is it's just a collector's thing, right? It's not an actual card game. Oh my god, I just ate everything off the floor. Just to collect, yeah. I know I'm being pedantic by saying like it's not a TCG, but yeah. That's why I was like kind of clarifying, because like, is it an actual card game or is it just a collector's thing? Because I know there's plenty of like games that have like these sorts of collector cards. It's kind of cool though. And I'm assuming you can like, oh my god, there's just pillars. Okay. I'm just assuming it's just like for collection purposes, and you can flex it in game, right? Wasn't that the thing that you could do? You could flex your pools on your in-game profile. I don't know what my Jenny iframe is. F2. Oh my god. Yeah, I had a look at the pictures. It looks like a legit TCG in terms of like its art. It's pretty cool. I do like that they're giving like fans more. I don't know what the right word is. Just like more tangible things when it comes to the game. One of the things that I will have like a small complaint about when it comes to MapleStory is that it feels like it doesn't really have like that much like accessible merch. So this TCG card thing is kind of cool. Frosty, thank you for the sub. Appreciate the 3 months. It's kind of neat. Yeah, they're accessible for the Koreans, not for us. I wonder if it's going to be like how most other card games are, where like a lot of standard shops will have them, or will it be like an event sort of thing? That is something I do wonder. Do you see the new Dota 2 hero? Yeah, the Bard. Lousy access for the Koreans. Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping wasn't the case. I was kind of hoping that it's like accessible for everyone, sort of thing. Oh, wait, I don't have to do my prep early here. There's a new hero? Yeah, it's a big frog. It would be fun if there was a Maple TCG. I would play it too. But I don't think Nexon is in the midst of making one. It's pretty hard to make a good TCG. That I'll say. Oh my god, I just copped that. Just jumping into everything. I gotta stand still, man. Okay. I choose to stand still. Thank you so much, game. If there's no pop-up shop, there's only Jeju Museum. Yeah, that's rough. What? My Xenon doing good damage on burst for once? Cannot be. Ah, okay. It's going too well. All these pink balls just like rain down all at the same time. What? I'm already in darkness. Oh no! Alright, that's a lot of hands there. Be burnt from Yu-Gi-Oh! So you could use a TCG? Yeah, that's fair. After you get sick of like one game, it's always fun to play a different one. time to charge. Oh my god, that actually hit me. I was gonna cry if I died from that. Okay, surely this is not a bad idea to use my Jenny iframe here. Oh, double open. Nice. Oh. Oh my god. I'm just sliding all over the place. Okay, maybe this was the time to use my Jenny iframe. That would have made a lot more sense. Alright. Ooh, ring box. Not bad, not bad. Alright, we need a raw 4, please. I have no space. What can I throw out? Yeah, Lucidroid. Oh my god, what is this? Weapon jump. Nice. The belts? Yeah, let me just chuck out these belts, yeah? Man. I have 2 weapon jump 4s. I'll take back the egg. Anima's crying. He wouldn't be crying if he just got one, right? Thoughts? Have you thought of just, you know, having a weapon jump 4? You can get 3 weapon jumps. Yeah, weapon jumps is pretty bad. But you do get the chance of all 3 of them. I have the weapon jump 4 here. I've seen a lot of weapon jumps actually on this character. Like between all 3 of them. But I guess that was the only 4 that I had. Because I don't see any of the other ones there. I need to buy more green pots after this, I think. Do I have coins? I do not. Oh, I have 200 coins. Okay. That's something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Totaling was not made for Xenon. I don't think totaling was made for anybody. I feel like it doesn't do very much. I'm a little surprised that it doesn't do very much for Xenon. Makes a lot of sense. You chose crit damage over totaling for Xenon. Yeah, I mean, I have a totaling for. I could probably. I mean, I probably should ring swap to it because it's better than nothing, but. Yeah, all of these are kind of sad looking, aren't they? I'm hoping that the Xenon actually gets a book. I think the book would be full set on this character. Oh, I turned off my overload. Of course I did. Then I have Lou Will to do. No, Lotus and Damien. Thank you, sir, for getting out of the corner. Uh-oh. Oof. Did I have the Hush Resort on? I didn't. That was a bit scary. Gets his new laser soon? Yes, I don't remember what happens to the laser. It becomes like a summon or something? I forget what it is. Like it becomes a placeable summon or something. Alright. Any book enjoyers? Copium? If I can get a book here. Faucet is alive. Also, funny thing, I think across all the books, I've never gotten a yellow book. Or, actually, across all the books I have, I only have green and blue books. I don't have any red or yellow books on my account. Just in time to see book drop? Hell yeah. Nope. Yo, can you leave and come back again? And then we can try again. We'll try again. If only. Alright, let's see. What drop do I need? I need this one the most. Nice book. Yup. Yeah, you can choose which color. I mean, like, all of my classes either use a dex book or a int book. None of them use... I don't play any strength characters. I don't play any luck characters either. It's just kind of funny that all of my books are green or blue. You got Ren now? That's true. My Ren low-key gonna get a book faster than my Battle Mage. Oh, my last result got me killed. Guys, I'm not very good at this last result thing. So weird to play in Hyperion. I see so many people talking in like Alliance chat and people logging in and out. It's almost a little strange. No. Where is he? Oh no. Do we get an eye patch? Any eye patch? Hello, Baron. You tuned in just in time to see me get an eye patch. Never mind. Another ring box. Alright, this time, surely, raw 4. Oh my god. Another weapon jump. Got a book? No, I wish I got a book. I wish. Alright, Lotus, I guess. Raw 1 4 times in a row. Because like the low boxes, there's so much garbage in it. Does your Ren have a real raw 4? Not yet. Not yet. I have a weapon jump 4. It's not too bad. Oh. Should make some changes to the really bad rings. Yeah. I'm always on the side where I wish they kind of brought back Tower of Oz. Because right now, not having an option to just straight up grind for the rings is kind of sad, in my opinion. I'm not saying Tower of Oz was like the best content, but the option to do Tower of Oz would have been nice. For those who need it. Because I'm sure there are plenty of players who don't have their Oz rings that would be happy to do Oz instead of like just constantly grind. There's still hope yet. I mean, the system exists in other servers, like the pity, I think. I missed my bind. Never learned how to do 48. Yeah, 48 is just like straight up memorization at some point. No, that is exactly what they have in the other servers, Frosty. I think it's either TMS or CMS. They had a system where you could trade in your useless rings for like ring box pieces, which was the old currency that you would get from doing Tower of Oz. So you would get like ring box pieces and you would trade 10 of them for like a red ring box, basically, or you can trade 100 in for a white ring box. And then for the useless ones, you could disassemble them into box pieces, which is kind of cool. And then you got more pieces based off of like how high level it was. So then even the number 4s were kind of useful because they gave you more pieces. So that system was kind of cool. I was really expecting that to be brought over to GMS, but what ended up happening was the whole fiasco in Tower of Oz in KMS, where a bunch of people were like teleporting around in Tower of Oz to do like 10-minute runs or something. So then that's when they introduced like the whole ring box from the bosses system. Look, I'm happy for those who never really wanted to touch Tower of Oz. That I understand. But I do kind of miss being able to grind for my rings. Oh, I pressed my buttons in the wrong order. Oops. One bad apple. Actually, in KMS, I won't deny it was an actual problem. Like, apparently, I think it was with the introduction of Kali, where like you could just teleport to the end of like some stages or something like that. Something crazy. Whatever it was like a problem that Nexon didn't want to like find a fix for, so they just like took it out of the game instead. Last boss left to do. Might do touch immediately after, which would be a little bit annoying. You know, there is definitely a chance this platform breaks. I think it's the next one to break. Oh no. Goodbye, my burst. Oh, never mind. It's the one next to me that broke. Forgot about the mission and just speed ran it without doing the lasers. Oh, that's right, you do have to do that, right? Oh no, I'm gonna die because I have last resort on. Every time I press this button, I die. Oh, it's a miracle. Have I hit anything? Nope. Just chilling. Just doing some leftover C10s. Hopefully that phase. Alright, I was not paying attention to where the golems are spawning. Hopefully this is fine. Nice. I did that with Dark now, bursted and buy mission. Yup. So easy to forget. Alright. Last chance. Armor box, please. Nope. Wrong box. Alright. Now I need to find where my money is. I don't know where they are. Like, I had like a bunch of money somewhere and it's gone missing. Was I tapping something recently? It would have been my marksman, right? Probably. Let's find out. Nope, was not my marksman. Maybe the cannon master? I definitely feel like I had money somewhere. Universal Mesa will fix that? Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, there it is. I know a lot of other MMOs have the Universal Wallet. That was something I did kind of miss from Guild Wars, because all the gold you had on one character transferred over basically to all your characters, which is nice. Alright. You know what? We're getting there. Look at that. 33 bill, basically. I want to find out when we get to transfer our character. I wouldn't mind being able to push my Ren with all these resources, but we'll see what happens. Document their drop rate. It's been 3 to 5%. You know that's crazy. That's the same rate, roughly, as pitch boss in my experience. Arcane similar drop rate as pitch boss. Poggers. Do stalls have to be charged to give the stat bonus? No. If you charge it, you get the other part. I don't know if that still is a thing. I don't... Do souls still do that? Like, they used to, like, give you 20 attack if you fully charge. But now, I don't think you have to do that anymore. I mean, you just enter in, you get max charge anyway. Yeah. Not sure. You go on mules and find forgotten things? Yeah. Still gives 20 attack there. There you go. So the stat line that says on the thing, like boss damage or attack or IED, whatever you have on your soul, you will get that by default all the time. But if it's charged up, then you get like 20 attack. I think it is 20 attack. Look at all these daybreaks my BAM has. One of these days I will push my battle mage. One of these days. I held onto all these spares. For the one day that I'm gonna do something with this. It's a lot of slime rings. Maybe the next shining, if that comes around, I can push my battle mage's gear. Slime to 26? Nah. Probably upper limit of 25. Because like 25 to 26 isn't like the chances of that. Like isn't that when it goes down? Something like that? I don't remember. It's been a while since I was paying attention to the patch notes. Honestly, my battle mage is like reasonably progged. It's only missing one piece for 2021 for its Eternals. Technically, I could push it as well. Maybe I could have. Oh, technically, I guess I have to wait for the event anyway. 21 star Eternals would be nice. Maybe in the future. Alright, I think though that might be it for today's stream. Because I gotta head off and do some grocery shopping. Because I still need to go get food for tonight's dinner. Constantly. Alright. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Tomorrow is probably just gonna maybe do some more weeklies. We'll see what happens because there'll be... I don't know when I'll stream. Usually I stream early on the Wednesdays, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. Time to head off and do adult things. Pick up food. Alright. Appreciate you guys as always, and yeah, I'll see you all again sometime tomorrow, probably. Take care.